Hello, my name's Ted. This is the Issues of Life, and we're going to cover something I think is one of the most important things um, in life today. So I'm going to start out reading a couple of scriptures, and then we'll dive in. Ephesians 2, verse 10 says this. It says, "For we are his workmanship," referring to God. We are God's workmanship, his own masterwork, a work of art, created in Christ Jesus and created for good works, which God prepared for us beforehand so that we would walk in them, living the good life which he prearranged and made ready for us. And then in Psalms 139, starting in verse 13, it says this: "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." So here's the thing. In Ephesians 2:10 we read that we are God's workmanship. We are his handiwork. God made us, specifically designed us, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared for us beforehand so that we can walk in them, so that we can walk in those good works that he prepared for us to do beforehand. So God created us. He formed us. It wasn't some willy-nilly thing that he just put together where, our moms became pregnant with us and he said, uh-oh, poof, there we go. We got a person. No, it says that we were his handiwork and that he created us for good works. In other words, just like somebody who sits down and designs something, okay, whatever that might be, a car, a tool, whatever that might be, the first step in that process is the person has an idea in their mind, in their heart, of something they want to accomplish, something they want to do, and then they start to come up with ideas of what they can do to design the thing that is going to accomplish the idea that they already have in their heart. And that's kind of what God did with us. He had specific works for us in mind, and he needed a specific design. He needed somebody with specific characteristics to be born in a specific place at a specific time under specific circumstances, etc., etc. And with that in mind, in Psalms 139, it says, we are beautifully and wonderfully made. Now, one time I was reading that, and I understand the beautiful part. See, every time I look in the mirror in the morning, I say I'm beautifully made, beautifully and wonderfully made. I have to convince myself of that several times during the day. Anyways, but I wondered about the word wonderfully made. Wonderfully made. Okay, I can understand God makes things nice. He makes things beautiful. You look at his creation, it's beautiful. But it says about us that we are beautifully and wonderfully made. And I was thinking about that one day, and I believe that God showed me that he wonderfully, it means he put deep, deep thought into it when he made each one of us individually and uniquely designed. For what? For specific things that he wanted to accomplish. So there's deep, deep thought that he put together when he was creating us. You know, God put inside of each one of us specific gifts and talents and abilities. Now, it says he has works, he has good stuff that he wants to use us to do. And because we're specifically designed for those good things that he has prepared even beforehand, we are the ideal, we are uniquely made for those specific things. There's nobody that can do those things better than you. We are unique. Nobody has ever existed or will exist exactly like you in your personality, in the gifts and the talents that you have. And just like a specific tool, we have a specific purpose. And that tool is designed for that purpose. Think about it this way. If you had a hammer and you tried to use that hammer to put a screw in the wall, you could probably do it, but it's not the ideal. And it might take you longer and you might jack up that wall. But the screwdriver is what is specifically made for that task. So God has specific works, good stuff for each one of us to do. It's up to us to discover what those things are and to walk in them. This is the Issues of Life.